Welcome to a Start a New You cooking class. We are doing our first cooking class starting with our Kickstart. If you open up your Kickstart cookbook recipe packet, you will find on page 17 the zesty black bean and salsa soup for two. And this is what we're going to start our cooking class with. You'll see there that you'll need 2 tablespoons of water. We already have that measured out. We're going to add that to our pan. We're going to turn our burner up to about medium-high and add our onions. We have diced onions, a ½ cup, and we're just going to let those simmer while you would prepare your other vegetables. You could put a lid on, give them a little stir, just so they're evenly distributed in the pan. And we'll just let them simmer. Then you can cut up your peppers and your garlic. You can press that. We're going to actually add the garlic in as well. And then our seasonings, and then salsa and beans. All right? So I already have one of these garlics peeled, and you can just put this right in your garlic press if you have it, or you can chop it with a knife. Make it real fine, and we'll just press that right into here. And then the other one, there wasn't enough there. The other one, you can actually just take it and smash it. Hopefully you can see this here with a knife or a spoon, and then it will be easy to peel in comparison to trying to pick it off little by little. Okay, so we'll just add this to our garlic that's already in here. There we go. And press it on in. And then we're going to have to scrape it out. Get a knife. Just take the back of a knife and scrape it on down. Get it into your pan. And then we'll turn that back to simmer. And you'll have to adjust according to your stovetop. Of course, we're cooking on a double hot plate here. And so it's going to take a little bit longer to get the water steaming so we can steam the vegetables. And remember, with the Kickstart, we're not using any oil, so we want to substitute the water for what you would usually use to saute your onions, which would be oil. So some good benefits to this cleanse is that you'll be using lots of onions and garlic, which help to purify the blood and help clean out, and that's what we're trying to accomplish during the Kickstart cleanse. So once you have the onions a little soft and clear, then we'll add the other ingredients. So while we're waiting on that, because it's not ready yet, let's go ahead and move over to our salad.
I think we're
And you'll find this in your cookbook on page 10. So if you'll just flip over, keep your finger at the black bean and salsa soup, but flip over to the deluxe tossed salad with artichoke. Deluxe tossed salad with artichoke on page 10. All right, this is a very beautiful salad. It has a lot of vegetables in it that makes it like a rainbow salad almost. So we're just going to combine all of our ingredients together. We're going to start with 2½ cups of romaine lettuce, and then we have a cup of baby spinach, kind of packed in there. We'll pull it on out. There we go. And then we're going to add beans. Beans are the king of fiber. These are chickpeas, so we're going to add a ½ cup of chickpeas. These are also going to help clean out our gut real nice. They also provide natural probiotics for us. So in the process of digestion. You don't need to spend all that money on expensive probiotics from the health food store. You can actually just eat beans and get the probiotics that you need. All right, so we added a half a cup of kidney beans and a half a cup of garbanzo beans. Then we're going to add a quarter cup of olives. A quarter cup of olives. I dropped one, we'll just add that one right on in there. And then a half a cup of grape tomatoes. They add a nice little red color as well. We have a quarter cup of grated carrot. We've already done the work here just to make it easy for you. The hardest part about salad is the time it takes to actually chop everything up. But once you have it done, it's very tasty. And this will last as long as you don't add the dressing onto it. It might last for a couple days for you. All right, so then we'll add red pepper. If you wanted more color in here, like adding yellow pepper would be nice as well. So that's a half a cup of red pepper. And then purple onion, 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons purple onion. It looks like our onions are steaming over here, so that's nice. And then we also have jicama. Jicama is a Mexican vegetable. This is what it looks like. Of course, I've used half of it, or at least a part of it. And this is 2 tablespoons. It gives a nice crunch to the salad. And then we're going to add artichoke. Now, artichokes are very nice for our gallbladder and liver. They're a great cleansing food, helps purify the blood. So we're actually adding an entire can. We've already drained the water off, and we're just going to add the entire can to our salad. And then last but not least, we're going to be adding parsley. Now, parsley is typically thought of as a garnish food, but it's full of nutrition. It's high in iron, as well as all your potassium and magnesium. It's a very nutritious food, and you can use it just like you would any other green that you get out of your garden, like turnip greens or spinach or kale. And it can go in salad and gives it a nice flavor, plus adds a little bit of extra nutrition. So we're just going to toss this together until it's well mixed. And you can see all the colors, which makes it very pleasing to the eye. And then you can just add your favorite dressing that's appropriate for the Kickstart Cleanse, and there's 2 of them in your cookbook there. We're going to check on our onions now and see how they're doing. They're doing very well. They're not quite clear yet, so we're just going to let them go a little bit longer. But they're almost there. All right, we'll just serve this salad up so you can see it in your bowl. You know, beans are so wonderful. You could actually eat them at every meal and your body would smile. And if you have problems with the gas that is resulting from it, you could actually get some of the Beano from the store or something like that. All right, so there's our salad for our meal. Let's check on our onions one more time. They're looking great. All right, we're going to proceed with our recipe. So now we're going to add all of our seasonings, and we have a half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of Mrs. Dash, eighth of a teaspoon Mrs. Dash chipotle, and a half a teaspoon chili powder. So we're going to add that right in there. And then we're quickly going to add our 2 tablespoons salsas, because we need some liquid in here. And it smells good already. All right, and then our 2 cups of beans. Oh, here we go, our peppers. There we go. So we added a half a cup of red pepper. And again, you could use yellow or green if you prefer. They're all high in vitamin C, but the orange and yellow and red have even more vitamin C than the green. So that's why we choose the colors. Okay. Then we're just going to add I'm going to give these a little stir. There we go. Add our black beans. That's 2 cups of black beans, which is about 1.5 cans if you're using canned beans. So I'll just flip this around since I'm left-handed, and we'll mix that up. And then we'll just let that simmer again until the vegetables, particularly the red pepper, is tender. And then we'll be ready to serve it up. So we're going to cover it again. Let it simmer a little bit until it's warm. Now we're going to serve this over a sweet potato. You might not have ever heard that before, beans over sweet potatoes, but it's very tasty. So give it a try, see if you like it. If you don't like it, then of course you can always use a regular potato. A red potato would be best. It's lower glycemic. So we'll just get this cut open. There we go. We're going to pour it right there. I like to just slice it up a little bit. It's easier to deal with when you have soup on top. Okay. All right. These are already boiling. Just take a minute to get the red pepper finished. And if you like a little crunch, then you could add it right away. All right, so we have our zesty black bean and salsa for 2 soup. We're going to serve that over our sweet potato. Now, sweet potatoes are very nutritious. They're actually one of the best foods that we can eat. Very good for people with diabetes. They're very well tolerated, better than a white potato. So that's why we're choosing the sweet potato. And there's a group of Filipinos up in the highlands of Mindanao Island, and this is their main food that they eat. And so they basically live off the sweet potato, and they have no known nutrient deficiencies. So a very nutritious food that we can tap into and utilize. Wouldn't hurt if you had one every single day. All right, I think our beans are probably ready. Nice and boiling. And then we're just going to scoop out and put it on our sweet potato. There we go. Turn this off. And there you have your lovely meal with the sweet potato and your salad.
Presentation thing.
I hope you enjoyed this presentation. We look forward to seeing you next time on our Start a New You program.